anime, really, and more people access music than they do anime. So, in a technical term, it should be dying before anime does, but anime is on its last legs. Music is not on its last legs. It just should. So, and and one of the things I think that we can all do to keep anime from dying, the anime industry from dying, is to keep it from making mistakes that the movie and the music industry made. What do I mean by that? The music and the movie industry did not embrace change. And one of the main changes in me and your lifetime, and this is to all the people who are under the age 25, is the internet. The anime industry has to embrace the internet if it is going to survive. It is. And it has not. Matter of fact, the thing I was talking about, that we don't have a place to commune, the closest thing we have to that is YouTube. By far, that's the closest thing we have to that is YouTube. I see no reason why a lot of these mangas can't embrace the internet, or the industry in whole to embrace the internet. It costs nothing to make a YouTube page. Now, you see a lot of them are doing it now, but they're doing it almost in a way because out of desperation, where they're trying anything to keep the industry from dying, when really this should have been the thing that they did when it first came around. The worst thing that could have happened is could have failed, and you moved on to the next thing. But now you're doing it where this has to work now. So we can't wait till the last minute to do things. That's one of the things that I feel we need to do, is keep it from making mistakes that we've seen other things make. I see no reason why they have it. Matter of fact, it would be a way to bring in money, because if you get enough get enough people subscribing, enough clicks, then people would pay you to put ads on your channel. That's ways that it could bring in money, ways that it could constantly make revenue for itself. Another reason why I don't think that it's practical to sustain the industry, because I don't want to sustain it. I want the industry to be able to make it on its own. I don't want to sustain it. I want it to I don't want to feel like every month I have to do something or the industry is going to die, because I feel a lot of people are like that. Like, what happens when we do get it back up to health? Then what? People are going to probably stop buying stuff every month, and it's going to decline again. I want to make it so where that I don't have to worry about it, because the fact of the matter is that for the rest of your life, nobody's going to be able to blow $100 and stuff on anime stuff. Now, me and my friends personally, I probably on a monthly basis may spend $100, and me and my friends both, all of us might spend $100 or so on anime stuff. But the only reason why we're able to do that, because right now in our lives, we don't really have a lot of responsibilities. Like, we don't have kids, we all have jobs, we're all college students, and we just have that leeway right now in our lives. We can't predict 5 years from now, or better yet, next month from now. We don't know what's going to happen next month from now. So I believe that I just don't want to sustain it. I want to keep it, to find a way to make sure it stands on its own two legs, and we need to discuss. We need to all come together as a community in whole. Now, there's 3 demographics to the anime community. You have the anime watchers, you have the anime fans, and then you have the anime successors. They the anime watchers are the people who usually only watch one series. They care about one series. They don't give a fuck about nothing else but that one series. Usually when that series over, they usually find another series to replace it, but they only care about one series. And then you have the anime fans. Usually the anime fans watch more than one series, and you know their body of knowledge of anime period is pretty large. And they use and then you have the anime successors. The anime successors are basically the same thing as fan, but these are the people who dress up like their favorite characters and basically, you know, go out every day in public dressed up like I don't know, any character you can think of every day like that. Those are those people. Now let's break down actually what each demographic means to this anime world. Okay, the anime, whether people want to believe it or not, the anime watcher makes up the majority of the population. Majority of the population. And and unfortunately, these are the people who watch the illegal episodes, who watch the illegal mangas, who rarely ever pays for anything, who who barely ever does anything. You know what I'm saying? You know, these are those people, and then you have the fans who usually, I'm gonna say 98% of the time, buy most of their stuff. Not all the time. They watch, you know, some stuff all the time. You know, they watch some illegal stuff sometimes, but for the most part, they pay for everything. And then you have the obsessors, who the same thing as a fan, except for they buy a little more. Like they buy the action figures, they buy the clothes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, those. Our job as fans are try to our job as fans, we should try to convert the watchers over to fans. And why we should is because the watchers are throwing off the balance of the anime world. Because they're watching one series, which is usually illegally, and you know they don't give a fuck about anything else. You know, if this manga